Good evening and welcome to Mountain State Music from the Daily304.com and Folklore Music Exchange. We're coming to you from Charleston, West Virginia, live from the Folklore Stage at 191 Summers Street at Folklore Music Exchange. Here's a big West Virginia welcome to you from Mountain State Music, the West Virginia Department of Commerce, and the Daily304.com. Later tonight, in the second part of the show, we will feature Goldtown. But first, we welcome a West Virginia artist whose thought-provoking folk and Americana music are sure to leave a lasting impression with you. Please join me in giving a big Mountain State Music welcome to Uncle Mikey and them.
Some days I'm the singer, and some days I'm the song. Some days I'm the chorus and nobody claps along. Some days I can't tell the difference between the horse and cart. Some days I put the flame before the spark. They see me in the corner with the neon and the smoke, and I feel like I'm on a high wire. I feel like I'm bound to choke, but they don't know the words I'm saying, so they don't mind if I'm off key, if I'm playing on the downbeat, or anywhere between. Some days I'm the singer, and some days I'm the song, and some days I'm the chorus and nobody claps along. Some days I can't tell the difference between the horse and cart. Some days I put the flame before the spark. I could write the perfect line for this verse if I could just leave well enough alone. And if I didn't have to shout and stomp my feet and curse to get someone to look up from their phone. Well, you gotta let them take it easy. You gotta stick to the hits, a melody they know, just a jukebox more or less. So I go, rock me mama like a wagon wheel, and y'all know the rest. Some days I'm the singer, and some days I'm the song, and some days I'm the chorus and nobody claps along. And some days I polish treasure until all the shine is gone. Yeah, some days I'm the singer, some days I'm the singer, some days I'm the singer, and some days I'm the song. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm Mikey. I perform under the name Uncle Mikey and them. So in 2021-ish, late 2021, actually, the very end there, I decided to start releasing some of the songs I'd written over the years. And the goal was to work with my friends on that, and that's where the the name Uncle Mikey and them came from. And then people started asking me to play live as a solo artist. So I'd kind of, cornered myself into this name, and imagine how ridiculous I feel being up here as a solo artist, performing under the name Uncle Mikey and them. But I've released so much music that it is what it is. So thank you guys for being here. So, effectively you are them, right? We're all in this together, right? This is one of my favorite songs I've ever written, because it's not autobiographical, but I feel that, to me, that it really kind of encompasses the situation. It's called Don't Put Me In, Coach. I don't want to play, don't put me in, coach. I never learned to hit, I never learned to catch, and never learned to throw. I never learned to live out someone else's dreams. So sit me on the bench and let my daddy bitch and leave the rest to me. I don't want to play, don't put me in, coach. I can be a good man with a slugger in my left hand. I can be a good man with a ballpoint pen. If I never pitch a shutout, hell, if I never leave the dugout, if I clear the bases, or if I swing and miss, I can be a good man. Well, sometimes you gotta stand for something, sometimes you gotta let it go, and you might not find the answer, and it's better if you don't. I don't wanna play, don't put me in, coach. Well, maybe in the next life I'll have a baby and a happy wife, and we'll raise it up to be the God-fearing kind. Maybe I can figure out how to make my parents proud. Maybe I'll be everything I couldn't be this time around. Yeah, maybe in the next life. Sometimes you gotta stand for something, sometimes you gotta let it go, and you might not find the answer, and it's better if you don't. I don't wanna play, don't put me in, coach. Well, sometimes you gotta stand for something, sometimes you gotta let it go. You might find the answer, and it isn't what you hope. 'Cause I'm not putting on an act, I'm not good at holding back. Was never much for kissing ass, and I'm still not these days. I don't wanna play. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, so how you guys doing? You all right? Good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for to Justin and Eric and Daily 304 and Folklore Music Exchange for having me here. Happy second anniversary to doing this. This is really great. This is a special place. I've played the open mic here a couple of times when I happened to be in town for work, and it's really a great place. And they're amazing people, really wonderful folks. So I also see a couple fellow songwriters in here tonight, which is inspiring and terrifying. So I appreciate you being here. And, this song is kind of about songwriting in general, and that time where, as a songwriter, you realize that what you are writing in the process, or what you fully fleshed out, is kind of already been done, and it's already been done way better than you've done it. So it's not the greatest feeling, but then you kind of also realize that it's just all recycled emotions at different rhythms. So this one is upbeat, I promise. It's called Same Old, Same Old. If I could get back all the time I lost in traffic or standing in line at the DMV, maybe I could sing you something like you've never heard before, with a different melody. But it's all been said, and it's all been done, and the same tired chords write the same old song. Well, I think I'll get drunk and write another love song for a world that can use a little love. Or maybe I should leave it to that factory in Nashville. Hell, maybe I should just give it up. 'Cause it's all been said, and it's all been done, and the same tired chords write the same old song. Headlines in the paper from 100 years ago sound like a script from the evening news, and the wars just keep on coming, but nobody really wins, and it'll be that way until the bitter end. And it's all been said, and it's all been done, and the same tired chords write the same old songs. And you've heard it all before, every way it could be sung. It's all been said, and it's all been done. It's all been said, and it's all been done. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, bless you. This next song I should probably dedicate to my therapist. Yeah. So for the past 4 years, every week, she has told me that I am a fixer. And that is therapist speak for stop adopting broken people. So, yeah. I'm getting better at it, but, it's like anything. Like you patch one hole, you spring a leak somewhere else, right? The song's called Fixer. You were a clean break, cast in porcelain, a slip of clay, molded into shape. And I had all the pieces to put you back together, swore that I'd get to it one of these days. I put you on a pedestal, hoping you'd forget your fractured edges and my mistakes. and you kept on smiling, just pretty as ever, a monument to all the things I couldn't say. We started out with good intention, and they got lost along the way. We're sweeping up the eggshells strung out all over the place. I'm a fixer, I'm a fixer, cleaning up the mess I made. Well, there's comfort in the chaos when it's all you've ever known, and you're tempted by the tension when the tension feels like home. I've broken perfect people without the sticks and stones, and I knew all along how to fix them. It started out with good intentions, and we got lost along the way, sweeping up the eggshells strung out all over the place. I'm a fixer, I'm a fixer, I'm a fixer, cleaning up the mess I made. Thank you folks so much. Appreciate it. I didn't have you caught in the crosshairs. I wasn't looking for a change. Sometimes a bullet has a mind of its own. It doesn't matter where you aim. I didn't mean to trip with my head over my heels and make an ass out of myself. I laid out all my faults and you wrapped your arms around them. I didn't mean to feel the way I felt, but I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing. Nothing good is ever easy, but there's silver in the gray, and I wouldn't change a thing. There was a time I couldn't see you in the same light, the light I'm blinded by now. If it was a snake, it would have bit me years ago. Ain't it funny how it all works out? And I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing. Nothing good is ever easy, but there's silver in the gray, and I wouldn't change a thing. Did the universe put you in the doorway? Did it give you a sign? Did it know you needed a good night's sleep with your legs tangled up in mine? Did it ask you to be patient? Did it ask you to be strong? Did it tell you it would be worth the wait? Did you know it all along? I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing. Nothing good is ever easy, but it always finds a way. And I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. So this next song I wrote, I guess I have some time to ramble a bit. I wrote it as part of a songwriting group a couple years ago, and you know, with the group you get a prompt, and you're supposed to write a song based on that specific prompt. And the prompt was to write a song for your favorite artist's next album. So for me, that is John Prine, and John Prine had just passed away a couple years prior. Actually, he passed away 5 years ago this week from COVID. And I had this book that was a biography that came out after he had passed away. And I opened it up, and I got to the night. I opened it up for inspiration, right, for lyric writing for this song, to try and find direction for the song that I was going to write. And I made it 9 pages in, and I found a quote from John, basically, you know, saying that he kind of always struggled with Christian characters, and you know that he was a spiritual and, you know, faithful person within himself, but that he didn't necessarily believe that the Bible was the way that it all happened, because that was translated and man-made and written by men. And he said that that if he had written it, that maybe more people would read it, which I found funny. So that's, you know, I took that and I ran with it, and I wrote this song, and it is actually it's my most successful song to date. You know, on all the streaming platforms. I don't know what happened. I truly have no clue. But it got some traction there, and yeah, it's called "If I Wrote the Bible." If I wrote the Bible, well, it wouldn't take me long. I don't need a million words to tell what's right and wrong. I'd keep it short and sweet, like a Woody Guthrie song. If I wrote the Bible, Genesis and Exodus, Leviticus and Numbers, the book of Deuteronomy and Joshua and Judges. There's Matthew, Mark, and Luke and John, and poor Mary and Joseph. Jonah rode in the belly of a whale for days out on the ocean. And all of this could be summed up with a simple notion. Just be kind to one another and don't cause a commotion. If I wrote the Bible, well, it wouldn't take me long. I don't need a million words to tell what's right and wrong. I'd keep it short and sweet, like an old Hank Williams song. If I wrote the Bible, well, Jesus healed the sick and raised the dead and cast out demons, kicked off his shoes and walked on water. We all know by now he turned that water into wine. If it was me, I'd have turned it to a pint of old-style lager. And if I wrote the Bible, well, it wouldn't take me long. I don't need a million words to tell what's right and wrong. I'd keep it short and sweet, like an old Steve Goodman song. If I wrote the Bible, Now, my idea of heaven is to die without regret, to look back on my life and not owe any debt. Now, I don't mean the money that my bank ain't gonna get, but the kind of debt you pay if you're dying with regret. So turn the other cheek if you're right or if you're wrong. Tell your loved ones that you love them before the chance is gone. Put your pride away, and if they're singing, sing along. Y'all sing with me? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Well, if I wrote the Bible, well, it wouldn't take me long. It might be a page or two, hell, it might be a poem, and I'd get straight to the point like a classic punk rock song. If I wrote the Bible. Thank you all. Thank you for singing with me too. I really appreciate it. So, full transparency. Since this is a G-rated show, I cut my last song off of my set list. So, this is now going to be my last song. And this is... I wrote this song. It had many iterations. And what I finally settled on was, well, obviously this. But this is basically the Appalachian I love you, right? The Appalachian goodbye is the big, strong, burly folks like my dad who can't actually say I love you, right? So they have to say it a different way. The song's called Watch for Deer. He lasted longer than the doctor said he would, and fought harder for his life than anybody should. But if he was afraid, he took it with him to the grave. I think he knew he might not make it through the night. He sat me down beside the bed. My knees were shaking and his voice was steady. He told me something that I'll never forget. He said, always take the time to call your mother. If not every night, at least twice a week. And be proud that you were born in Appalachia, not the desert or some city street. He taught me how to tie my shoes and bait a hook. And he taught me how to pray. And he knew that I turned out to be a heathen, but he loved me anyway. And he couldn't bring himself to come right out and say it, so he kept it all behind a proud veneer. He told me, when you drive across that scenic highway, watch for deer, just watch for deer. And he said, always take the time to call your mother. if not every night, at least twice a week. And be proud that you were born in Appalachia. It's not easy growing up in city streets. And don't be quick to judge a man by his weakness. He can walk a different path and not get lost. And when the game is done, the king and the pawn both end up in the same box. Yeah, when the game is done, the king and the pawn both end up in the same box. Thank you all so much. Thank you to Folklore Music Exchange. Thank you to Daily 304. I appreciate you all. I am Uncle Mikey and them on all the social media, all the streaming platforms. I appreciate it. Goldtown is up next.
Let's keep it going for Uncle Mikey and them.
Thank you.
Our viewers at home, please stay tuned. We will now take a short break, and then we will feature Goldtown. We're going to be setting up the next set, so stay tuned to Mountain State Music from the Daily304.com and Folklore Music Exchange.
I'm Mary Ann Kettleson, and I'm a co-owner investor of Mr. B's. Mr. B has always been an iconic brand, and they always did a lot for the community. I was in Girl Scouts. I'd come down here and they'd give you a plant tour, and they would give you chips, and everybody knew. I mean, Mr. B was it for West Virginia. So I was going to be really sad to see Mr. B go bankrupt and not continue on. I started running the business on a daily basis myself in 2018. But we had to start from the ground up. We had to get rid of everything, the packaging system we had, the fryer, and the fact that COVID came into play. So when West Virginia Development Authority gave me this loan, it enabled us to hire more people, and also our capacity for making chips tripled. We also do a lot of co-packing now for many, many customers. Working with West Virginia Development Authority was great. They came down, they talked to me about what I would need to do with the application, and then they came down to me again when I started the application, and that really helped. It was a smooth process, and they were happy to help small businesses. What we financed was a warehouse, which is right next door to Mr. B, which right now rents it from me, and that's where our Mr. B product goes, so they can go ahead and ship it out to all their locations. But they also financed my fryer. I could not finance that myself, so them being able to finance it is helping the company grow to a new level. The best part of my job is the people that I come in contact with every day, my employees. The fact that because I'm a business owner, I was able to help the community. I would definitely tell any small business to find out what the state of West Virginia has available.
It's the Daily 304's presentation of famous people, places, and events that shaped West Virginia. Welcome to the History Project. Today we take a look at Hank Williams and the Lost Highway. Though written by Leon Payne, Hank Williams' recording of Lost Highway became his signature song. With only 16 lines, the story about a melancholy rambling troubadour mirrored his life. Becoming his biography, and later his epitaph, when he died on a dark highway in West Virginia. By 1952, at only 29, Williams was as famous for his addictions as for his music. An alcoholic, he also became a drug user thanks to a fake doctor's prescriptions for his back problems. By August, the Grand Ole Opry dismissed him for being unsuited to perform or missing shows altogether. Williams was scheduled to play a New Year's Eve concert in West Virginia at Charleston's Municipal Auditorium. He hired Charles Carr, a college student, to drive him there from his home in Montgomery, Alabama. Bad weather prevented them from arriving on time, so the concert was canceled, but they tried to make it to Canton, Ohio, for his New Year's Day show. Deep into the morning of the first day of 1953, Carr stopped to get gas in West Virginia. When he checked on Williams, he found him dead, having passed in the night somewhere between Mount Hope and Oak Hill, with an unfinished song he was writing still in his hand. The local coroner blamed Williams's death on heart failure, though morphine was found in his system. When the news of his death in West Virginia reached the auditorium where he was to perform in Canton, the crowd sang Williams's gospel song, "I Saw the Light," led by country music singer Hawkshaw Hawkins, who, ironically, was a West Virginian from Huntington. A bridge and part of US 19 are named in Hank Williams' honor, and a memorial in Oak Hill marks where the star, known as Luke the Drifter, was found dead by what would become his last true lost highway.
We support all units within Wildlife Resources with spatial data needs, other non-spatial data needs, and mapping. We support the electronic licensing system where citizens buy their hunting and fishing licenses, and a lot of that information.
One of the big maps that we create is our wildlife.
Welcome back to Mountain State Music, and thank you for joining us at Folklore Music Exchange. We're excited tonight to present our second act of the night. They're an Appalachian rock band that blends classic rock energy with modern influences to make a sound all their own, hailing from the namesake of Goldtown, Almost Heaven, West Virginia. Let's give it up for Goldtown.
Please don't make fun of the way I speak. I only wanna be your friend. You don't have to understand everything that I say. Know exactly where my place is upon this land. Had to be this way for it to change me. Had to be this way for it to save me. What I have to say to you that make you wanna hear the truth. The difference between you and me, I said it's burning a hole. Burning straight to my soul. Met an honest man who once he told me, who cares? Somebody lied when they told you life was fair. Spent some time with a monkey on my back. Wake soothe your soul till you decide to let go. Had to be this way for it to change me. Had to be this way for it to save me. What I have to say to you to make you wanna hear the truth. The difference between you and me, I said it's burning my heart. It's burning straight to my soul. Had to be this way for it to change me. Had to be this way for it to save me. Yeah. What I have to say to you ought to make you wanna hear the truth. The difference between you and me, I said it's burning my heart. It's burning straight to my soul. I say what I have to say to you to make you wanna hear the truth. The difference between you and me, I said it's burning my heart. It's burning straight to my soul. Thank you. Without harboring your lease, you find me with myself. With your hand down, you leave me misled. Your freedom is empty in a bottle by the bed. So sweet now, the chocolates in your mouth discreetly. You wanted more, you lost control. You wasted, you got will in your soul. And I tell you that your head Lord, let me alone. I said your head Lord, let me alone. I said your head Lord, let me alone. I said your head Lord, let me alone. said your head, Lord, let me alone. I said your head, Lord, let me alone. I said your head, Lord, let me alone. Oh, but your head, Lord, let me alone. Thank you very much. We all fall to sleep. We all fall to sleep. West Virginia carpet ride, we'd have never lay together. Anywhere that you wanna go is easy, because you say what you know, say what you know. Our access of freedom, oh, it'll travel, it'll never touch. When we all fall to sleep, we all fall to sleep, we all fall to sleep, but we all fall. We fall to sleep. We all fall to sleep. We all fall to sleep. But we fall. We all fall to sleep. We all fall to sleep. We all fall to sleep. We all fall to sleep.
Hey, thank you all very much. First of all, thank you all for coming out tonight. We're Goldtown, from Goldtown, West Virginia. Thanks to Folklore, West Virginia Commerce, for having us out there. Sorry, I get a little out of breath. I like to move. I got about a 6.5 inch by 1.5 foot space to move around in. I'm 6'4", so I'm just trying to utilize my space here. But we want to thank you guys very much.
Some real, no touch or feel. I've died 100 times before. I can't sleep, there's fog in my eyes. I'm wide awake, but my dreams are on pause. I fly far away from here. Feel like I should have happened before. Like water down my face when I'm stoned. Something like that, cause I feel like I lost my clothes. I just threw them down to the river below. And then you know I've died 1,000 times before. And I got to listen, got to see in a while we're rocking the road. Feel like I should have happened before. Like water down my face when I'm stoned. Something like that, cause I feel like I lost my clothes. I just threw them down to the river below. To the river. Probably flow like water down my face when I'm sober. Cause I feel like I lost my clothes. I just threw them down to the river below. To the river. said. All you have to do is go where the light is. Open up your mouth and say, don't go and take my business away. I won't be a slave and working distance away. I'll make you pay. Stand up and remember, join those sheep who constantly say, maybe we can agree. Who came before me, I know. Carnivores, if only my mind were made of metal. Maybe some metal. I'm building this, keeping the evil away, but everybody's still open up on Sunday. Nobody plays. Was it for sacrifices? All you have to do is go where the light is. Open up your mouth and say, don't go and take my faces away. I won't be a slave, I'm working distance away. I'll make you pay. Maybe we can agree. Who came before me, I know. I know. I know. I know.
Once again, thank you guys very much. We're Goldtown. Thank you, Folklore. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, West Virginia 304. Daily 304, I'm sorry. We had a great time. This is our last song. It's called Blanket.
so strangely, oh so strangely dramatic. It's not too far if you reach for it. It's not too far away if you reach for it. I wanna touch you with your skin. I wanna smile it's so no. You're so strangely, oh so strangely dramatic. Oh yeah. It's not too far away if you reach for it. It's not too far away if you reach for it. It's not too far away if you reach for it. It's not too far away if you reach for it. I said, oh, it's not too far away. I said, it's not too far away. I said, it's not too far. Oh, no, no, yeah. I said, it's not too far. It's not too far away. It's not too far away. It's not too far. It's not too far. It's not too far.
Thank you guys. Drive safe. Watch for deer.
To everyone watching tonight, thank you for another successful show. A huge West Virginia thank you to our artists, Uncle Mikey and them in Goldtown. Let's hear it for them. We ask you all to help us. Head on over to daily304.com, follow us on social media, or listen wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, our next music showcase is happening on April 26th at the Capitol Theater. That's all for now. Take care, be safe, get outside, support the creative economy, and enjoy all the opportunity Almost Heaven, yes, West Virginia has to offer. See you all next time.